The video you're about to watch is genuine footage from our investigations. No manipulation, no fakery, just real footage by real investigators. Viewer discretion is advised. Moira Furnace, built in 1804, was a blast furnace used for smelting iron. The furnace was doomed from the start. Faults in design made the furnace very dangerous and deadly to all that worked there. Nothing was documented. It was as if it was being covered up. Over the decades, there have been many stories of workers falling into the furnace, being blown up, and dying from inhaling toxic fumes from the kilns. Just how many men, women, and children perished here is unknown. The many paranormal encounters here would suggest quite a few. Paranormal claims, apparitions, disembodied voices, footsteps, shadow figures, light anomalies.
Okay, so we're at Moira Furnace, which is just outside Swadlincote in Derbyshire, and this building is absolutely awesome. When I first came into this part of the grounds, what I'm picking up residually is that a male, initially I thought fell from the top of the building because it's been like replaying over and over, but actually there seem to be two other people involved on the top, so I'm suspecting possibly that they were thrown over right from the top of the building, rather than just slipped and fell while doing some work. That's initially what I seem to be seeing, and they've fallen down on this side.
Right.
It's definitely a male, but that residually is replaying over and over to me.
Okay.
I can just see it all the time, so that's quite interesting.
Okay.
So I don't know whether there's any history here of that happening.
Okay.
Might be worth researching
Okay.
if that happened, but we might never know. This particular building is pretty stunning. This would have been one of the main production areas in the past, and there was other buildings attached to the side that no longer exist. So it would have been quite a sight when it was actually fully operational. But it's actually a great sight to come and see. Already since I've been here, and we have been here a few hours already before we start our investigation, I have picked up quite a bit in the grounds. Some of which doesn't actually relate to the furnace itself. I started picking up some soldiers when we first came into the grounds in armour.
Any idea what sort of time frame?
Not sure on the time frame.
Okay.
There was a lot of them, and I've seen them more than once. I couldn't quite put that into place, but we're actually not very far from Ashby Castle, so it's possible that soldiers were in this area.
Yeah.
Because it was attacked from
yeah.
many sides.
Yeah.
They would have
It was
had
practically
to come across,
destroyed.
Yes.
Yeah.
They would have had to have crossed the countryside to reach it. So possibly the residual of that remains in this area.
Okay.
But that was quite prominent when I arrived. Okay, so we're at the lime kilns. These are quite interesting. There's sort of an atmosphere here that I can't quite pick up on yet. They're quite interesting to me. I'm hoping that when we come down later in the dark, I'll be able to really pick up some information here, because I'm sure that there's something that's gone on here. It's very, very peaceful in this area. But if you actually walk into one of these kilns, it's quite, because they do actually go, there's actually little tunnels around. You could probably crawl through there if you wanted to. But I just imagine that in the dark this is going to be very, very eerie.
Are you picking up anything?
I'm not picking up anything at the minute. It seems very... It's I wouldn't say it's flat. There's just a bit of a weird... There's a weird atmosphere.
Okay.
And I'm hoping that I can tune into what that is.
Okay.
When we come and do some vigils here later.
Okay.
I've got a bang.
Like?
A explosion.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
It could do.
Okay.
It could do. I mean, it's a massive possibility around here with what they were doing.
Okay. I've just got like a big flash and bang presented to me. Okay, that's quite interesting.
Where do you want to head to next, Steve?
Sorry, I've just residually that there's quite a lot of workers around here. I'm hoping that this will actually present something quite interesting.
Okay.
Later, because I can see people lying on the floor. I can see injured people.
Okay.
Right, so we're heading into the woods. It's getting quite dark now. We came in daylight earlier, although it's not actually that bright when you're in the woods because it's quite heavy foliage. But what was very interesting when we were walking around is that I started immediately picking up on a hooded figure. A robed male. The robe was covering most of the heads, and the head was slightly tilted down, and the robe went all the way down to the floor. And this figure was appearing in front of us at some of the large trees as we were walking through. And as we carried on walking, it would be in front of us at each tree.
Okay.
Didn't say anything, didn't present its facial features.
When you say like a hooded, robed sort of style figure, what kind did you get to see what kind of robes they might have been?
It was a dark colour, dark brown, something like that. It was a dark colour.
Okay.
All one colour.
Right.
I couldn't see any facial features, and they didn't say anything. But they were in front of us as we were walking round,
Okay.
standing beside the larger trees.
Right.
There are quite a few larger trees
Yeah.
as we go through. So we're standing beside them, just on the edge of the path,
Right. Okay.
all the way through. They didn't actually get in our way or anything, but I thought that was quite interesting. So I'm hoping that we can get a bit more information later on who that is.
Okay.
So we've come into the bridge house. There's quite a few mannequins around when you come in, which is a bit disconcerting if you're not expecting them. And a horse, not a real one. It's actually a lot warmer in this bit of the building than it is in the main building. It's quite
It is
cold
actually,
inside, isn't it? So this is like a sort of a visitor centre bit, isn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty much the museum. I think this is.
Yeah. But of course, when the furnace was in full use, it would have been quite active in here. There'd be a lot of activity coming through. So this part of the building would have seen a lot of history.
Yeah.
So again, I'm not picking anything up in this area at the moment.
Guys, I think I just heard a loud bang.
A loud bang from inside here.
Something just
Whereabouts?
to show what it was. It sounded like a door shutting maybe. It sounded like a door being shut or something being thrown. There was something
Okay.
Where was it coming from?
somewhere around here.
Oh, right, okay.
It was hard to distinguish where the sound was coming from, but it was definitely from around here.
Did we shut the door behind us when we came in?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's sure, isn't it? I know that. Quite freaky.
Anything like that?
It sounded like that. That could have been the door.
But it would mean somebody would have had to been outside to do it, because I doubt if the wind would have pushed those.
No, really.
Just have
You
a,
have to put back quick, bit forced to move the door.
is there anybody on the other side? Just have a quick look, Steve.
We'll wait here.
Yeah, we'll wait here. I'll get it.
Did anybody
No.
else hear that?
What was it? What?
Nobody about
Because sworn after you said, go and check if there's anybody else out there, I heard. Hopefully if there's audio in here, it'll pick it up.
Nobody outside. So it'd be interesting.
Well, if it was something in here being thrown, and there's plenty of stuff that it could be. We've got a camera that's been rolling since we set it up,
Yeah.
so if it was anything behind you, Rick, it'd have caught that, mate.
Good.
The static camera did pick up the anomalous voice that Rick had heard. It also picked up a whispery voice that sounds quite close to the camera microphone. With all the HBI team members accounted for, the door shut, little wind and nobody outside the bridge area, the noise and whisper remain unexplained.
There's a male entity here, male spirit. I was going to talk about him after, because I've seen him elsewhere
Right.
in the main building, but he's actually here now. Now this gentleman, he seems quite important because He's dressed very smartly. He's got a beard, white beard, but he's got a black hat on.
Okay.
He's dressed very smartly.
Can you put a time period on his dress, do you?
Well, not certain of the time period.
What sort of hat would you say it was?
Well, it's black, but it's got sort of some height to it.
Kind of like would you say, what, a top hat sort of thing?
Yeah, top hat type style. Haven't got a name. The museum kitchen. It's quite a sort of a fusty old smell in here. I haven't seen any activity in this particular room at the moment.
Okay.
It's been pretty quiet, so let's head on through.
Just closing this door.
There is a room down there.
There is a room, isn't there? Watch the steps.
Step, yeah.
Yeah.
How many steps have we got? Three. There's three steps there.
As I've come into this room, I was aware of a female sort of standing here when we walked in, and her dress was quite sort of Victorian, maybe, period.
Okay.
So I'm not sure what connection that lady
That was me, sorry.
is to this building. She was very, very smart.
That was a weak stomach. Yeah.
Ow! Oh, sorry, I've got a real pain. Ow! Don't know what's causing that. That hurt.
Okay.
That was like a real pain on my ear. So this is an interesting room. Though I'm not really sure what this room would have been used for, or what that lady was doing here. She seemed she's an active. It's not residual. She's active because she seemed quite surprised when we opened the door.
Okay.
She was standing here and she looked up at me, straight at me, with a look of surprise on her face. But her dress was very prominent, very the lower half was sort of came out, and there was a lot of pattern and colour on it. So I'm not really sure what this room was, or why I should have been in here.
Just be careful of that motion sensor.
And the ring pull as well.
Might get away with not having them on today. Yep. Lovely.
Okay, so we've had a few things happening here this evening when we came in for a little walk around earlier. Some of us have felt some little taps on us. I had some tap on my shoulder when I walked in here, when I've just been shown around the building.
That's right, sorry.
The second time I popped in here earlier, I was aware of a young boy, probably about 7 years old, called Samuel, and he was with another gentleman. He seemed quite mischievous. Possibly it was him that was touching people.
Okay.
I'm not sure who the gentleman. I think it was a father that was with him. Seemed like a father figure.
Is this residual or are these
No,
both
no,
active?
this is active. This is active. I actually sat at the till area and he came up beside me. So he's quite active in here. So like I said, that may be the person responsible for being tapped and touched, because he seems quite playful.
Yeah.
He seems quite happy as well. Not sure who the gentleman was with him. I couldn't really make him out very clearly, not as much as the young lad. The gentleman that we saw up in the loft sort of area, he was actually here earlier, just outside the door.
The guy with the hat?
The guy with the beard and the hat.
Right, okay.
He was outside this door earlier. So he obviously moves about here.
Okay.
There was a lot of children who worked here. Are any of you still around? That was me turning the torch. Fire exit.
The light.
Yeah. Gives off a fair bit of light.
Doesn't that? It's not too much light.
It's a shame I can't cover it up.
Is anybody who works here spent a lot of time in this area that's with us tonight? Please come and say hello to us. We'd love to talk to you.
Where's the person that's been tapping people on the head and on the arm? Are you with us?
Sound like settlement, isn't it?
I wouldn't have thought you'd get settlement
No,
inside.
it sounded like a clear tap. Yeah.
It sounded like a little stone being.
Something over there in that corner. Okay, well thank you if that was you responding to us. That was my equipment on the wall. I thought I just felt something on the back of my head, but it was very faint.
That's all they've been, it's just been faint touches.
Felt like my hair moving, but it wasn't my hair actually moving.
There's someone in here that does keep touching us. Hello. You touch somebody else for us, somebody you haven't touched already.
Can you see this device on this bench? This round box that's got a stick coming out of the top. If you go near that stick, it'll make the lights come on. I'll show you what you need to do. If you come near it, it will set the lights off. Can you do that for us? I just hear something.
I wasn't sure.
I didn't hear anything.
I didn't hear anything. So it was down there
I
then.
thought I'd heard a.
That was me talking.
Come on, come forward and try and make these lights come on.
There was a family living in here at one point, wasn't there? Like the 19th century, Victorian times? I thought it was mining. There was a mining family.
There was a cottage. There was 2 3-bedroom cottages.
Yeah,
Just on the grounds outside.
yeah.
Don't know whether there was actually anybody living in the furnace itself. But the furnace was a lot bigger.
Mm.
And it's gradually kind of come down in size
Mhm.
over the years. and there was on that bridge, the third tunnel along, there was actually a cottage underneath that arch that was built into the archway.
Yeah.
That a family lived in there.
There was a proper community around there,
Yeah.
wasn't there?
Oh yeah.
Like a little mini village.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Very much so. Yeah.
Grounds
because
for it.
if you look at the plans that they found back from the 19th century, over the bridge as well, that was all houses.
Yeah, that's right.
Little,
Yeah.
little terraced houses that housed the people that worked here.
It was one of the first sections of canal built as well, wasn't it? I think the Ashby Canal.
Yeah.
Along here.
Okay, spirits of Moira Furnace. If there's anybody in here with us, if there's anybody that would like to come forwards, please do so. We mean you no harm. We mean you no disrespect. Please come forwards into this room. If you can hear the sound of my voice, please come this way. Come and talk to us. Maybe touch one of us. Move something.
Okay, is anybody here in this part of the building with us tonight? The gentleman that was here earlier, are you going to come back and show yourself again to us?
Steve just asked for the male spirit to show himself. The next sequence of events that takes place is very interesting. HBI do not believe that orbs caught on camera are paranormal. HBI know through various tests and experiments that orbs are easily recreated by dust, fibre and moisture particles. In 7 hours of footage in this area there have been no orbs caught, only a bat which shows up as a small black mass and a moth which shows up as a solid white shape. What's interesting about the following footage is the events before and after, as you will see.
Very interested in what you were doing here. Were you in charge of the building? What was your connection? For anybody else that wants to come along tonight and talk to us, we've got equipment that you can talk to. It'll pick you up if you speak into it. Touch one of us or whisper in one of our ears or whatever you fancy doing to make yourself known. There is a male figure in here in front of you, Jem.
Mhm. Oh my God!
What have you got? What have you got? What?
Oh, you know, as you said, there's a
Yeah.
male figure in
Yeah.
front of you.
Yeah.
A light anomaly just came straight down in front of me. Literally, as you just said, there's a man in front of you,
Yeah.
flashing light anomaly came down towards me,
Right.
like from where I am, kind of just above my head height, down towards
Yeah.
the
We
screen.
were standing sort of here, roughly.
Yeah. And that's where it came from, and then came towards me. Now, I don't usually make a big thing of light anomalies, but that was quite weird how you just said there's somebody in front of you, and then this flashy light anomaly, and we've been in here for a while and I've not seen anything.
It's the gentleman that I saw earlier.
On the top hat.
With the top hat, yeah.
HBI are not stating that this anomaly is paranormal. There is a possibility of this being something such as a cobweb floating down. This can be confirmed by Jem seeing this with her own eyes and not just on the camera screen. These events are interesting. As Steve asks for the spirit to show himself, he states that the male spirit is standing in front of Jem. Jem immediately sees the light anomaly. Steve then stands in the area he had seen the spirit. The area where Steve stands is very close to where the anomaly appears. Coincidental events? You decide.
So if he's wearing a top hat, he must be quite important.
Oh yeah, he's important, looking at his dress.
Okay.
He's got this white beard. I described him earlier as being in the sort of early 60s, probably.
Okay.
Early 60s, he looks like that to me. Like I say, he's got a white beard and this sort of black top hat and very smart, dark clothing. So I've seen him several times tonight. I haven't got a name for him. But he's not angry that we're here or anything. He doesn't seem upset. Seems quite cordial to us being here. But I would imagine that he gets seen around here.
Okay.
Because I've seen him in several parts now. It'll certainly be interesting to review that footage.
Yeah.
Light anomaly that popped up.
I don't usually get excited about a light anomaly, but when you said that there was something in front of me and then
it happened. Yeah, that's he literally just manifested that. Like, well, in my vision, in front of you. And it's almost like he sort of reached his arm out towards you as he was appearing to me. In a friendly sort of manner.
Do me a favour, Rob.
Yeah?
You just do that again.
Walk the walk.
Yes, with all the lights and everything you had.
Yeah.
You just put. That's really weird.
The only thing that I did, which was again, because my torch is a bit naff, I banged my forehead with it, so
No, it wasn't. I saw.
I did that.
No, it wasn't that.
No?
As you walked, I saw white light go across there, and I actually thought it might have been a reflection. Oh, no, but we can't. It didn't recreate when you just did it.
No, because this wouldn't have.
It's like I saw the white light move across there, and I thought it was
Yeah.
just the light coming from you.
Yeah, unless it was the camera.
I don't know. That's why I said, if you put all of the lights on you had on when you were walking,
Yeah.
and just try and recreate where you're holding your torch as well.
So it was like that. If you look in there, but the closest you'll get is that reflecting off me.
No, it was as you were that side. You hadn't even got. So just go back to the door and just walk the place you were again.
So from here,
Okay.
and I went up there with the torch to bang it, and then came down here.
There we go. That was it. Yep.
Yeah?
Thank you. Yeah.
Did that, okay.
Done.
Okay. Are we done in here?
Was that my stomach?
Was that you?
It wasn't me, but it came from between us two.
It
didn't
did, yeah. I thought it was your tummy.
It wasn't your stomach.
It wasn't my tummy, was it yours?
Definitely not. No, mine's not gone
What
at all.
the hell?
It's like, ooh.
Yeah.
I heard that.
Thank you very much for
Bless
that
you.
noise.
It's almost like a little mouse or something, wasn't it? Yeah.
Very high pitch.
Mm.
Thank you for that
Thank you.
noise.
Thank you.
I can't see anything on the floor.
No.
If you could keep making noises for us, that would be great, so that we can keep hearing you.
Stomach.
Feel free to touch one of us. Make yourself known.
Stomach.
Could you perhaps tell us when you lived here?
There is obviously
That's
somebody here trying to talk to us. Can you make a better noise? Can you make something bigger, heavier, louder? Bless you, we do appreciate it, you know. Can you give a real hard tap or something?
How about you knock on the door?
I heard that.
There you go.
Is that you or is it the same
No,
place?
it's over there again, yeah. Back
Thank you
to the
very much. Can you do it a little bit louder, please?
Floorboards or stone floor in here?
Stone.
Right, okay.
Please could you tap a little bit harder?
And that kind of it feels like something pushing past the front of my legs. You know, like when a cat kind of brushes over your legs.
Temperature drop just a little bit, but not a lot.
I can still feel it around my left leg.
It's going down a bit more now. Still dropping, still dropping. Temperature is going down there, but it could be cold from
Yeah.
the doors.
Yeah.
Whoever you are that's doing the taps, can you do it again louder, please, and maybe tell us your name? Hopefully, oh shit, that's the door
That's the
behind
door.
me.
No, I think it was the other door, Lynn.
It was
What other door?
the
This
other door.
door, yeah. That one there.
Where would that door lead to? Would it lead to outside?
Do you know, I don't know. There's one way of finding out. I'm just going to put a torch on.
I think it probably would.
Yes, it's a window.
Yeah, but I don't know whereabouts we are. I've lost my bearings. Oh look, my meter's gone up.
With the team not being able to tell if the knocks and noises are settling or something else, they decide to do an SB7 Spirit Box session. The team ask numerous questions relating to the location, surroundings, and the team members themselves. After 10 minutes of nothing but white noise and radio blips, do the team receive an answer to direct questions? You decide.
My name's Lee, what's your name? Can you tell me your name? Can you tell me the name of this place? What's it called?
If you won't tell us your name, maybe you can tell us one of our names. Do you know any of our names? Shit, did that sound like you? Linda, that's what I thought. If you won't tell us your name, maybe you can tell us one of our names. Do you know any of our names? If you won't tell us your name, maybe you can tell us one of our names. Do you know any of our names? Shit, did that sound like you? Linda, that's what I thought.
I've got goosebumps on my shins again.
Stomach.
Jesus, have I got goosebumps.
Sure, I just saw a flash of light just over your shoulder, Kate.
Rick, where did you go from the door?
I just thought there was something on the camera then as well.
I just saw it. It was almost like, you know, like we just quickly do a torch, a circle of light.
Yeah, I'm sure the camera's just picked that up as well.
It's that thing.
It's the SB11.
It's just drawing
Drawing it in, whatever it is. Is it still on?
No, it's actually, well, yeah.
It's on, but on mute.
Yes.
Yeah. No, I've literally got, you know how we had goosebumps?
Yep.
I've got it from above my kneecaps right to my ankles.
Again. Weird.
The HBI team's been hearing loud thuds and heavy footsteps coming from the top floor. All the team are in the kitchen and out on the stairwell. Everyone is accounted for. Gemma, who is sitting in the kitchen, hears what sounds like running footsteps directly behind her. The camera microphone in that room facing the stairwell picks this up. This remains unexplained.
I've got Rick to open the bathroom door because that was also where it was in the doorway from before, wasn't it?
Well, there's a bit more noise then.
What the hell's that?
Gemma, you're right.
What did you see?
What happened?
Did you hear that, Lynn?
No, I just heard you. Well, I heard you move.
I heard a thud.
No, there was a
Oh yeah, I heard it was you.
No, I'm sitting in the chair. I'm nowhere near the cupboard, and it was that. Okay, if you're here, come and take a seat with us.
What was that?
Yeah, I heard that.
What was that?
That was outside.
Was it? I don't think it was.
No, look, I mean out there.
No, I thought it was in here. I thought it was like the rocking chair.
I thought it was just outside the door.
It sounded like something being moved.
Okay, I thought it was just outside the door.
The team hears a strange, high-pitched whine that seems to emanate from the stairwell.
Okay, if you're here, come and take a seat with us.
What was that?
Yeah, I heard that.
What was that?
That was outside.
Was it? I don't think it was.
Okay, if you're here, come and take a seat with us.
What was that?
Yeah, I heard that.
What was that?
That was outside.
Was it? I don't think it was.
No, look, I mean out there.
No, I thought it was in here. I thought it was like the rocking chair.
I thought it was just outside the door.
It sounded like something being moved.
Okay, I thought it was just outside the door. Okay, come in.
Sorry.
I've got the rocking chair in the middle of the room. Come and join us. I just heard a thud as well. Come and sit in the rocking chair. Come and show us that you're here. Come and join us.
I can feel some energy building.
So can I. The atmosphere in this room's changing.
It's charging up.
It is. I can feel it. That kind of tingly
What's
feeling.
that?
Might, yeah, me.
Oh, that's
Sorry,
you.
that's me touching the door.
But I've gone warm.
Are you warmer on one side than the other?
My left, yeah.
Jim, you take our second vote.
Come on, I want you to come and sit in this rocking chair. I want you to make it move.
21. No, it's the same both sides.
My nose is getting cold again now.
Can you tell us what you did here when you were alive? What was your role and job?
Did I hear something out there as you were
Yes.
talking?
Yes.
Yeah, you did. Because me and Mike just went, what was that?
You turn it back on there.
Yeah.
I believe we've got a male joining us.
We really want to talk to you. Were you a smoker?
Thudding again.
Yeah.
The only reason I ask is that Mike smelled a very strong whiff of cigarettes earlier on.
And again.
Did you move that?
Did you hear that?
I did.
Sounded like something being dragged or a door opening.
Yeah.
With no activity and no abnormal meter readings at the lime kilns and woods, the team hold a vigil in the museum room before sunrise.
Anything, Steve?
Nothing immediately jumping out at me. So this is where I saw the young lad called Samuel, I believe, with the an older bloke, his father maybe, through there. Let's put some noise on. Any spirits with us who want to come forward and talk to us? We have a device you can talk into. What's that thud?
Sorry? Yeah.
Yes, two thuds.
Where did, it sounded like it was. Okay.
Interesting. Okay, so was that you making a thudding noise? Any spirits with us There it is again.
And again.
There it is again.
You know what it might be? Rob.
Could be.
Because he's gone upstairs, hasn't he?
Yeah, it could be Rob.
Potentially.
Is that you making a noise? Can you do it again? Any spirits here? Come forward. Make yourself known to us. Come forward. Come and talk to us. Is that a plane?
Yes.
Yeah. That's an aeroplane for circling with you. I'll just wait for that to pass. Make a noise. Make yourself known to us.
Must be Rob.
That's Rob. Must be. There's the little boy here that I saw earlier.
Yeah.
He likes to play. Was it you that was touching us when we first came? Samuel? Are you here? There's a lot of moving about in there, isn't there? It tells us that it wasn't him moving about.
I can't imagine it would be him because the camera's right by the door.
Well, somebody's moving about a lot.
Yeah.
There's a lot of footsteps. Samuel, are you here? Do you like to touch people? Is it fun? Can you do it again for us? You tapped me on the shoulder. Was that you or was that your father? Okay, so we're just about to wrap up at Moira Furnace. It's been a really interesting night. Hopefully we're going to come back again because we've had a lot of activity this evening. I think all of us have experienced some phenomena. We've had pains in our ears, people have been touched, we've heard voices, we've had footsteps galore, even when there's been nobody in the vicinity. We've had footsteps above us and outside rooms. It's been very, very interesting. This is probably one of the longest investigations that we've done through the night, because it's now getting light outside, so we're getting a bit tired, but it's definitely been worthwhile. For me, I've seen quite a few different spirits that have presented themselves, quite a bit of residual things that I've picked up on. Certainly like to delve into a little bit of the history of the building, see what I can come up with, see if we can put it together. So hopefully we'll be back again soon.
Yep.
Thank you.
HBI signing off.